protesters are fast-moving.
Unlike other big rallies.
A bit earlier at about 7 a.m., a group from the Coast Guard.
Welcome to #PHVote 2013 Rappler.
Today on Rappler, Bureau of Customs Chief Rupert Biazon and 6 other ex-congressmen among 34 in the second batch of pork barrel fund charges. Defense Secretary Guzmin says the Philippines is working closely with allies as tensions rise with China's new air defense zone policy. Anti-protesters storm army headquarters demanding the end of the Thaksin regime. Hello, I'm Maria Ressa. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. The Department of Justice files the second group of cases for the pork barrel scam. The charges include 34 people, including an ally of the president. Among those charged of malversation, direct bribery, and graft and corrupt practices are 7 former congressmen, including former Muntinlupa congressman and now Bureau of Customs Chief Rupert Biazon. Biazon is a member of the ruling Liberal Party. The other 6 are Douglas Cagas of Davao del Sur, Arthur Pingoy Jr. of South Cotabato, Salakni Baterina of Ilocos Sur, Mark Douglas Cagas IV of Davao del Sur, Ariel Olaño of Davao del Norte, and Rodolfo Valencia of Oriental Mindoro. Valencia was also an LP member before he finished his term in 2013. Justice Secretary Laila de Lima says the charges against Biazon proves party affiliation is not a factor in filing cases.
Hindi po nagiging criterion ang political affiliation ng mga ito. Pag nalalaman na lang ho namin yung political party affiliation kapag kumpleto na yung ebidensya at kiniklear na po sa akin, saka ko lang pinapa-check yung mga political party affiliation.
Charged aside from former legislators are 2 agents of congressmen, 3 heads and 7 employees of implementing agencies, 12 Commission on Audit resident auditors, 2 presidents of fake non-governmental organizations, and alleged scam mastermind Janet Lim Napoles. The pork barrel scam involves lawmakers endorsing their Priority Development Assistance Fund, or PDAF, to Napoles' NGOs in exchange for hefty kickbacks. The funds are allocated with the connivance of government agencies and corporations, the endorsement of releases facilitated by agents or staff of the lawmakers. Customs Chief Rupert Biazon responds to news of the charges, saying he is, in his words, willing and ready to face the allegations. Biazon adds, accounting for public funds comes with the territory of serving in government. Biazon's statement did not mention any plans to resign. The Commission on Audit, or COA, finds itself asking for funds from the very lawmakers who are the subject of its explosive audit report. Facing legislators in a 2014 budget hearing, COA Chair Grace Polito Tan was grilled for hours by Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Tan led the special audit report on lawmakers' Priority Development Assistance Fund, or PDAF. To avoid this situation in the future, Tan is proposing to have COA's annual budget be automatically appropriated. She says, "We do not complain about having to ask for a budget, but having to go through the process, sometimes we're swayed by scare tactics." Tan says she feels her interpellation by Estrada during Monday's Senate budget hearing, which lasted until past midnight, was, in her words, a waste of executive time. She adds, "I don't think there was really anything of national significance there." Tan also reveals Estrada already spoke to her in private, saying he won't ask these questions on the Senate floor, but Tan adds, Estrada asked the same questions anyway. The COA chair says, "It was really a battle of trying to wear me down. He kept on asking, 'Are you tired?' But no, I won't give up." Japanese Defense Minister Itsunori Onodera will come to the Philippines next week to meet with Philippine Defense Secretary Voltaire Guzmin. The visit comes at a time of heightened regional tensions because of China's new air defense zone policy. Guzmin acknowledges renewed tensions between China and Japan may come up. China's state media calls for, quote, timely countermeasures without hesitation if Japan violates the country's newly declared air zone. Beijing earlier sent fighter jets and an early warning aircraft to patrol the area following military overflights by Tokyo. The Chinese embassy in the Philippines, for its part, defended Beijing's move to deploy an aircraft carrier to the disputed South China Sea. In an email to Rappler, Chinese embassy spokesman Zhang Hua says this is a normal training mission and should be beyond reproach. Japan and South Korea both disregarded the air defense identification zone Beijing declared last weekend. The zone includes disputed islands claimed by China but controlled by Japan. Beijing's air zone was condemned in Washington, Tokyo, South Korea, and elsewhere. Washington has security alliances with both Tokyo and Seoul. Analysts say neither China nor Japan want to engage in armed conflict. Defiant Thai opposition protesters stormed the army headquarters and party offices of Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra Friday, intensifying their fight to bring down her government. The protesters, a mix of royalists, southerners, and the urban middle class, are united by their loathing of former Premier Thaksin Shinawatra, ousted in a coup in 2006. Protesters are demanding the end of the Thaksin regime and want to replace the government with an unelected People's Council. Thaksin is the older brother of the President Prime Minister Yingluck. He is adored by many of the country's rural and urban working class. Thai opposition protesters cut the power to the National Police headquarters Thursday, ignoring a plea by the Prime Minister to end their rallies after she survived a no-confidence vote in Parliament. Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra receives a much-needed boost as her allies overwhelmingly reject the censure motion against her. The nearly month-long demonstrations are the biggest since mass protests 3 years ago that degenerated into the kingdom's worst civil strife in decades. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 5, the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia justifies a ban on women drivers, saying it, quote, protects society from evil. In a speech, the kingdom's most senior cleric, Sheikh Abdul Aziz, says, quote, it's not one of society's major concerns. His comments come as activists say they were assured by Interior Minister Prince Mohammed bin Nayef the controversial ban is being reassessed. Saudi Arabia is the only country in the world where women are barred from driving. At number 6, 2 Singaporean men were arrested for allegedly defacing President Tony Tan's website during a recent rash of cyber attacks. The website was hacked about an hour after Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong's website displayed mocking messages from hackers group Anonymous. Police did not reveal the identity of the 2 suspects, aged 17 and 42, but Singaporean businessman Dulson Moo earlier told the Straits Times he did it to, in his words, test for vulnerabilities. He says his accomplice was a 17-year-old student he knew through Facebook. Singapore strictly regulates the traditional media, but insists the new licensing rules do not impinge on internet freedom. And at number 10, with 361,000 followers and counting, NASA takes self-portraits to new heights. CNN reports in less than 3 months, the space agency became one of the most popular accounts on Instagram. The account's first post highlights the launch of the agency's Lady Research robot. But what got social media's attention was an ill-fated photobomber known as #NASAFrog. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com's The Wrap. 8 individuals who represent the country's best hope for change are recognized at Rappler and Rexona's Do More Awards. Pia Renada report.
Hope and inspiration, a glitzy red carpet, and an award honoring not just excellence, but heart.
Welcome to the Do More Awards.
The awards honors 8 individuals, real people who made a mark with their passion and courage. Mural painter A.G. Sanyo is chosen in the artist category. ASEAN athlete Mimi Lucas for the challenger category. Gawad Kalinga's Luis Okinenya for civic hero. Filipino freethinkers Red Tani for digital trailblazer. OFW advocate Susan Ople for global Pinoy. Educator Rolando de la Cruz for the innovator category. Network executive Daniel Razon is luminary. And Happinoy's Mark Ruiz for social entrepreneur. They were chosen based on a month-long online poll and votes from a panel of 8 judges. Paying tribute to the Do More awardees are 2 young first-time senators, world-class athletes, beauty queens, celebrities, and other social movers. Rappler CEO Maria Ressa welcomes the crowd. She talks about humanity's increasing ability to make a difference. The 8 Do More awardees embody this great capacity for good. Artist A.G. Sanyo gives advice on how one can do more.
Pagka sarili lang natin, definitely we won't do something outside our comfort zone. So let's think about our neighbors.
For Senator Bam Aquino, doing more doesn't stop here.
For those of you that do more, hopefully you will be able to inspire those that don't to do, and of course those that do to do even more. Many of us are prone to despair, are prone to hopelessness or even helplessness. And it is those that do more, it is all of you, the winners and of course the nominees tonight, who show us that there is so much hope in this country, that there is so much hope in the Filipino people.
Pia Ranada, Rappler, Manila.
Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel, and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page. That crowdsources the mood of the day. It also gives you the top 10 stories with the most number of clicks. These 10 stories have affected our readers and viewers the most over the last 24 hours. If you take a look today, the story that's gotten the most number of votes is this: Court of Appeals freezes assets of ex-lawmakers and staff. You have, interestingly, 14% happy, but 78% angry. Today's top story: Customs Chief, 33 others in PDAF case, the charging of the second group, 73% happy. And here again, 8% angry. You can see the red dominating today. Although it's Friday, people are the dominant mood of the day. People are angry. Well, that is Rappler's Newscast for today, Friday, November 29th, 2013. Visit Rappler.com and watch our newscast Monday to Friday. Tell us how you feel on our mood meter and help us crowdsource the mood of the day. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.